Business on One is proudly brought to you by the Government Institutions Pension Fund.
Over the course of 2021, electronic transactions amounted to only 6% of the total currency in circulation. Speaking at the launch of the modified 10 Namibia dollar note, which now features his signature, Governor Johannes Gavagab said this is among a number of indicators that reliance on cash is still high for many Namibians.
As at the end of December 2021, the total currency in circulation stood at 4.63 billion Namibian dollars. These figures illustrate my point that Namibians remain heavily cash reliant despite the advancements in digital payments. It is also indicative of the symbiotic relationship between cash and cashless transactions, meaning the two have become intertwined and thus cash will not be displaced, it appears, in the near future. But that doesn't mean that our financial system and other agents should be discouraged from transforming and innovating our payment landscape. In fact, we welcome innovations on this front as they can ensure meaningful participation of our people, especially those in the informal economy, SMEs, and rural Namibia. Like most central banks, the Bank of Namibia is researching central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. Money is undergoing one of the biggest changes since the Chinese introduced paper money about 1,000 years ago.
The governor further said that they are proud of the fact that the local currency remains the lifeblood of the economy and that despite the increase in electronic transactions over the years through digital payments, cash payment is still the most common method of payment.
The adage that cash is king is still valid for Namibia. For instance, in 2020, an increase of 4.3% was recorded in the amount of currency in circulation, while 2021 showed a slight reduction of 1.7%. One possible explanation for this apparent paradox is the increasing demand for banknotes in times of upheaval and times of uncertainty. When COVID-19 hit, people turned to cash as a tool to manage uncertainty and be able to conduct transactions despite having moved to remote areas where swiping cards is not always possible. In 2021, the slight reduction is partially attributed to a degree of normalization following less severe restrictions and progress of adjustments to the pandemic.
On cryptocurrencies, the governor said there is a need for central banks to deliberate on a clear digital currency agenda to reinforce their authority over money and maintain control over the payment system.
Business on One was proudly brought to you by the Government Institutions Pension Fund.